everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can tell from the title, we have something a little bit different today. We've gone with a makeup video rather than a clothing, a lifestyle, the usual kind of videos. I thought today we'd do my makeup together. I've called it my everyday makeup routine because this is a makeup that I kind of go for on days when I'm wearing makeup. That is really obvious, isn't it? I mean, like on days when like I've not got a special event, if I'm just filming or I'm just going out for lunch in town. If I'm going out for like a full day in London, I'd do something a little bit different, but I'll show you that another day. This for now, today, is the finished look, but this is like my everyday makeup routine, the kind of makeup I put on every day. Yeah, that's so obvious, isn't it? I'm trying to think how better to word it. Like my kind of go-to makeup routine on days when I'm putting makeup on just like an ordinary day. Nothing special, but when I do want a bit of makeup on, rather than just putting like a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter on and calling it a day. This is that kind of vibe. Do you know what I mean? I'll leave my Instagram, my TikTok on screen here, because on my TikTok I do kind of more get ready with me's and more makeup videos. So if you enjoy this kind of content, go over and follow me on my TikTok, and just go over and follow me on my Instagram, just, you know, just because. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling now. I hope you all enjoy this video, and I'm gonna get on and put on this makeup that I've just put on because we're gonna reverse in time. Okay, let's go. We're a little bit up close and personal today, aren't we? I'm not too sure how I feel about it. It makes me feel a little bit funny. Like, we are very up in my grill today. Like, we can see my face in full definition, and it makes me feel a little bit nervous, but we're gonna do it though. We are gonna get on with it. I've already done my eyebrows, as you can tell. I just used the Revolution brow pomade, and then lashes I wear Doll Beauty Love Lace, and then I just use this mascara on my bottom lashes because obviously I wear fake lashes, so it doesn't really matter what mascara I have because I only put mascara on my bottom lashes, so it doesn't really matter. So at the moment I'm just using this one, which is the Technique Mega Lash Water Resistant Mascara. And do you know what I've just realised? I've had this since I went to Ibiza last year because I bought this to go to Ibiza, and I was literally in Ibiza this time last year. So I've had this mascara for a whole year, which A, is potentially a little bit gross, but B, also shows how little mascara I actually use because it's lasted that long. Although having said that, it does feel very empty. I probably am going to need to get a new one soon. I literally just get whatever mascara I can find, and this is the one I have at the moment. I'm probably not going to be able to apply this on camera because I need to get up close and personal with my mirror. Now for my skin, I've already popped this on, which is the Simple Triple Protect Moisturiser. This I literally, oh, I forgot to mention, she has SPF 30 in her. This is my SPF, and I literally love this. This is the like SPF that I wear underneath my makeup because I find it just sits really well. It's also a really big tube. Like, this literally lasts me for so long, and it's only like £4 on Amazon. I will try and leave products linked down below, but it's just really good for like underneath makeup because it's just a really easy, you know, SPF. And then I don't go on with any primer on a normal day. This is the kind of makeup that I wear if I'm filming a video, or if I'm only going to be wearing the makeup for a few hours. This is my makeup, which is normally what I wear. Like, I normally don't wear my makeup for the full day, but if I do wear my makeup for the full day, I will do a slightly different routine from this. I will prep my skin more, use primers and stuff, but this is my true to self everyday makeup routine that I go to on a daily basis. You know, I do normally go in with this every day though. This is my new favourite product. I absolutely love this. This is the Peaches and Cream Sun Tint, which you can buy on TikTok Shop. I don't know if you can buy it anywhere else, but that's where I got it from. And it's basically this like brown liquid, and then you can like pop it on and it gives you like a really bronze glow. Have I made the right decision wearing a white t-shirt to film this video? Probably not, because when I tried this out in a TikTok, I was wearing this exact same t-shirt and I dripped it all down the t-shirt. Have I learnt my lesson? No, apparently I have not. The pump on this is a little bit dodgy though. Like, sometimes you press it out and it literally squirts everywhere, and as we can see, there's a lot of white going on today, so I'm not risking that. So what I do is I just like take it out like this and apply it like this. It's a little bit of a safer method. This is also perfect for those days where like you don't want to wear makeup, but like say you haven't got any fake tan on your face but the rest of your body's tanned, or you just want like a little bit of something on but nothing too much. This feels so lightweight on the skin, like you can barely feel that it's on there because it's a super, like, it's quite a sheer product and it's really lightweight, but it just gives you a little bit of a tint without being too much, because I feel like sometimes bronzing drops and stuff can look a little bit too much, like they're a little bit too intense. But this is literally perfect. Like, it's just a really lightweight, lovely, lovely product, and we love her. I'm not sure if I'll be able to link this down below, but if not, if you just go on my TikTok, it'll be on my like TikTok Shop page there, and you can just buy it through there. Then for foundation, I'm using this at the moment. It's the PS Illuminating Foundation from Primark. I'm actually a very big fan of this. Like, it's a really nice, like a little bit more coverage than what I'm used to, but it's quite nice for like when I'm filming and stuff. And then I'm also at the moment mixing it with the NARS Sheer Glow because this is a little bit darker and my skin is quite tanned at the moment. If I was going for like a full day out or something, I would probably just wear this, but because I'm not actually going out and all I'm doing is filming videos, that's why I wear this one, because it's a nice cheap foundation. Does that make sense? But I'm going to do a little mix today because I kind of need it for the colour match. This is in the shade Cashew 05. It kind of works. I mean, is it the best shade match in the world? No, not really, but it does the job. I feel like this could be a really quick short video because I'm just like whizzing through this because I do my makeup pretty quickly, and also there's not really much else I have to talk about. I probably should have asked for like some questions or something, so I had something to answer whilst I'm doing this, because all I really have to talk about is my makeup, and seeing as I'm not a beauty guru, I don't really know what I'm talking about. So if this is like the world's quickest video, I do apologise. You'll probably have like a ridiculously long weekly vlog coming up in the next few uploads to kind of make up for it. Foundation is on. I put it on a little bit like that. Like I put it on my finger and then I just like dot it all over my face. I don't know why. It's just what I've always done and I find it works the best. And then to blend it out, I've been using the Coco Cosmetics like marshmallow sponge. I know everyone and their mum and their cat and their goldfish raves about this, but oh my god, I can see why. It is literally the most amazing sponge ever. Like, it is so spongy. I literally love this so much, and I don't know why I'm so late to the party. And it literally blends in. Do you see that? Like, it blends it in so quickly and easily. Like, it's so big, it takes up so much of my face, but it just makes it so quick and easy. I've just thought I probably should have done this video as like a lightweight summer bronzy glowy makeup, seeing as we are like literally in the middle of summer right now. I definitely should have done that, but I've decided to do just an everyday in general makeup routine from spring, autumn, winter and summer. But actually, having said that, I did do a little bit of like a summer makeup routine video in my summer morning routine. Like, that's my kind of lightweight summer makeup. I showed it in that video, so I suppose we can kind of justify that. Okay, that is the foundation blended in. I feel like those two together, like the sponge, I also feel like I feel very, you know when you have that little like morning voice? I feel like I have that in the morning, at the moment. It's literally like 8 o'clock and I've not spoken to anyone yet today. I've not even had breakfast and I'm still half asleep. So if I come across a little bit lethargic and slightly manly sounding in this video, then that's why. I probably should have had a coffee or something before I did this, because I feel like I genuinely am half asleep. Anyway, I feel like this and the foundation paired together is like the most perfect combo. Like, they just sit so nicely together. Then for concealer, I just literally use this. I've had this for a while as well. It's the Revolution Super Size Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C6. Again, this is just one of those products that I bought a while ago and I'm just using it because it does the job. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not that fussed about my makeup. If it does what I want it to do, I'm just going with it. And then I blend it out with a very, oh no, have I left it in the other room? No, I haven't. I blend it out with a very rogue makeup brush, being the MAC 217 eyeshadow blending brush, which is probably causing some people to cringe in their seats right now. But I've literally had this for so long. Like, I had this back in like 2016 when the MAC 217 and the Naked eyeshadow palettes were like all the rage and everyone had them and all the beauty gurus were using them, so I wanted it, so I got it. But I don't actually wear eyeshadow, so I thought I might as well use it for my concealer, and it actually works really well because it's such like a fluffy little brush. It actually blends out my concealer really, really well. And it's now school run time and my next door neighbour is just about to take her kids to school. So if you can hear the car, I've got the windows open because it's super hot and I'm really sorry, but I cannot have the windows shut today. So apologies for any like traffic noises in the background of this video. There's a little bit of context as to why. Oh, and there's now also a plane noise to add into the mix because I live near an airport. So that is literally just perfect. You are welcome for all this transport ASMR. Next up, bronzer. This is literally one of my favourite makeup products ever. It's the Primark Bronze Whip. It's £4.50 and it's like a bit of a dupe of the Chanel Tan Chanel bronzer, which I do also have, but that literally just stays in my drawer now. Like, I always go for this one because I prefer it. And then I use it with the Refi Duo little brush thing. I actually love this brush. Like, I originally bought it for this side, but recently I've been using this side as well, and it is literally such a good brush, like on both ends. And I literally swirl it around. Why am I saying literally so much? I'm unsure. I swirl it around and then just dot it all over my face. Can you tell I'm not a beauty guru? Because that was such a good explanation, wasn't it? That is her done, and then we move on to contour, which is actually also a Primark makeup product. Like, I feel like there's quite a bit of Primark makeup in this video, which was definitely unintentional. Like, the foundation I bought originally just to try it out for a Primark makeup video, and then I've actually ended up loving it. And then the bronzer and the contour stick I actually just bought randomly and I love them. But this is your sign to not sleep on Primark makeup. Like, it is honestly so good. And this is the contour stick I use. It's the PS foundation and contour stick. She's battered, she's bruised, and she is basically empty. Like, there's literally nothing there. And I am getting a little bit stressed because the one thing with Primark makeup is that, like, they don't always have it in stock. So, like, you may fall in love with something and then run out of it and it takes you like 5 months to find it again, which is really frustrating. So if anyone has any good contour stick recommendations, please let me know, because I absolutely love this one. Like, it's so creamy and it blends out so well and it doesn't pick up my foundation. Because I often find with contour products, they lift my foundation when I blend them out. It really annoys me. This one doesn't, but she is also literally empty. So please let me know if you have any like contour stick, cream contour recommendations. And then I blend it out with a classic OG Real Techniques contour brush. This literally brings me back to my secondary school days, and it makes me feel nostalgic and I kind of love it, but it's a really good brush, so I'm not going to stop using it. Now for blush, I rotate between 3 of them. Again, this is seeming a little bit like a Primark makeup / TikTok makeup video, and that was definitely unintended, and I have 4 minutes left on my SD card, which is not ideal. But I either use the NARS Orgasm like liquid blush, the Nude Sticks Sweet Peach Peony like cream blush, which is that colour, or the Made by Mitchell blush in Strawberry Cream. I'm going to go with this one today because you know what? We might as well just go with the TikTok makeup / Primark makeup video and just go all out. So I'm going to use this, and I just dot this on my face like this. I tend to do a few layers of this because it's not like, I just feel like it doesn't show up super well. So I like to layer it up, and after a few layers it then kind of does show up. And then I just use the Refi brush again. I just use the other side and just like pat it in like this. There's something in my right eye. I literally cannot see out my right eye right now, but we're just going to go with it because I'm going to run out of space on my SD card before I finish this, but I'm still going to try and beat it for some reason. That is like one layer, and I feel like it just doesn't really show up very well. So I mean, it's like a really light blush. So if you don't like a super pigmented blush, then like this would be perfect, but I really like my blush to stand out. So that's why I go in with layer number 2 on top of that, and it is really buildable, to be fair. So that is at least a positive, like you can build on top of it. I feel like it's not showing up that well on camera. Like I'm on my 2nd layer, and in person that looks like the perfect amount of pink blush, but I feel like on camera it literally looks like I've got nothing on. I always put a bit on my chin as well, and my nose. I'm not too sure why I do that, but I just feel like it blends the look in a little bit better. I thought I might have just got bronzer on my arm then from the brush, but we're okay. And then I do have another TikTok shop product. I'm really sorry, this was like unintentional, but these are just the products I use. I've got the Beauty Crop Vitamin Babe Setting Powder in pink. I've only recently got this, and I never really understood the pink under eye trend. Like I couldn't get on board with it, but this is perfect. Like it's not too pink, and it just brightens your under eyes without looking like a Barbie doll. And I use this with the Brushworks little like, you know, little triangle thing for under the eyes. And this again is a super hyped up product. I don't actually buy much TikTok shop makeup. Like there is so much hyped up makeup on TikTok, and if I just bought it all, I'd literally probably be poor. So I don't often buy it until I'm like properly convinced that it's good. And the things I have bought, like the blush and this and the makeup sponge, I literally have no regrets. Like it is such good stuff. So although a lot of people hype up TikTok makeup, I do kind of feel like most of the time it can be like justified because it is really good stuff. I'm just going to let this sit on my skin for a little bit, and I'm going to change my SD card because I've got no space left on it, which is going to change the setup slightly, but there's not a lot we can do about that, and then I will be back. This has been on for like a minute or 2. I don't like to leave it too long because I can literally feel it like drying out my skin, like in a bit of a weird way. So I just then dust it off with this like Real Techniques brush. I literally just go like this. Ta-da! That is literally so simple, and it gives like a little bit of a pink but not too much. I just feel like it kind of almost ties the blush in a little bit more with the rest of my makeup, so that's why I really like it. And I always love to just feel my under eyes afterwards. Like it just literally feels so soft. You know, can you like tell I'm not a beauty guru because I just literally don't really know what I'm doing. Should I be touching my under eyes after I've set them? Probably not. Like, are people cringing? Then I'm doing another thing where I use a product not for its intended purpose, because I seem to have like a thing of doing that. Like it just seems to be something I do, and I'm not too sure why, but I've got the Naked Urban Decay Basics 2 palette. Again, this is back from my 2016 days. This should probably be in the bin because it's probably super expired. Am I going to throw it away though? No, I'm not. But it's just this eyeshadow palette. Again, like I said, I don't wear eyeshadow, but this was back from like when all the beauty gurus got products, and then I got influenced and I wanted to buy them. So now I've managed to find a use for it now that I don't wear eyeshadow, which I think is pretty impressive. And I use the shade Frisk in this palette. She is this one, and I use it to contour my nose. It actually works pretty well. Don't knock it unless you try it, okay? And this is the NARS Eater brush, which is literally perfect for nose contour because it like, you know, slices down. Grab the brush, dip it in the eyeshadow. It's a really cool tone, like grey eyeshadow though, which is perfect for a nose contour because it looks like a shadow. And Ryanair Flight 7832 is currently going overboard again. This is a very busy time for the airport apparently, and all the planes are flying over. So again, you're welcome for that ASMR background noise. And then I just go like this, and I used to put like this NYX like milk pencil through the middle to like lighten it up basically, but then it rolled off my bathroom counter in my house in Cornwall and the lid smashed, so now I can't transport it anywhere with me because it's got no lid on it. So I've kind of just cut her out of the makeup routine. I know that seems a little bit harsh, but like because I can't wear her when I'm like not at home, it's a little bit frustrating. I mean, I could literally put it on today because it's sat on my dressing table in my bedroom and I could use it, but I've kind of just eliminated her. If I can't wear her every day, she's not being used, you know what I mean? Just go either side to make my nose hopefully look a lot smaller than it is, because I do feel like I have a large nose. My mum tells me every time I say that I don't in fact have a large nose, but like, that's my mum. She's kind of meant to say that. Like if my mum turned around to me and said, in fact, yeah, Georgie, you've got a massive nose, I'd be a little bit upset, do you know what I mean? So like, she's always going to say I don't have a big nose, but I feel like my nose is on the largest scale of things, which isn't an issue, but I like to contour her. And then I go in with some more blush because I like to powder blush and cream blush, and because I've used the Made by Mitchell blush thing, oh, I've dropped her, here she is, I then like to go in with MAC Well Dressed with this one. If I'm wearing like the NARS Orgasm one, I go in with a blush from my NARS like blush palette because it matches really well, and same with this one. So depending on what cream blush I wear depends on what powder blush I set it with, but this is kind of, she's kind of a similar colour to the cream blush. It kind of works, and I just use, again, an OG Real Techniques blush brush. This blush isn't the most pigmented, so I just like dab it in like that, and then, you know, like so. Again, on the chin and the nose for some unknown reason, but I do it and I like it, so we go with it. And then at this point, I normally go in with like a makeup spray because I like to just fuse all my makeup together, but I've left it in the other room. So I will do that after this video, but I always just like to set it. I feel like there's such a difference between my makeup now and my makeup when I spray it. Like when you spray your makeup, I just feel like it fuses all the powders and creams and just everything together. So if you don't set your makeup, I would definitely recommend it. And then lastly, I just go in with lipstick. I either wear MAC Creme de Nude, is it? I think it's Creme de Nude. Or I wear this, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Kim KW. It's just like the most perfect nude for me. It gives off concealer lips vibes, but for some weird reason, I'm still not past that phase, and I absolutely love that. I hate having dark lips. You know what? It's so funny. I feel like you always want what you can't have kind of thing. Because I saw a TikTok the other day of someone having natural lips that were the colour that I would love, and they were going to get lip blush tattoo because they wanted lips my natural colour. But I don't like my natural lip colour. I want her natural lip colour. And I feel like that's the same. Like if you've got curly hair, you want straight hair. But if you have straight hair, you always curl it. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like you always want what you don't have. Why are we like that in life? Anyway, I'm not going to get into a whole deep conversation about that. I'm just going to put my lipstick on. And that is her done. That is the makeup done. I feel like that was potentially one of the world's most boring videos ever, because for the first half of the video I was so like half asleep still that I was just so, this is my foundation. Pat, pat, pat. Do you know what I mean? Like I wasn't very lively in the first half, and I also didn't have anything to tell you about. I should have done this as like a get ready with me for something, so I could tell you what I was getting ready for, or done a Q&A, but I didn't think about that. So there we go. Lesson learned for next time. Next time I do a makeup video, I promise I'll make it a little bit more interesting with either some fun things to talk about or some questions to answer. I feel like my lips look super pale right now actually. I do feel like I need to darken them with another lipstick. They are giving off concealer vibes like too much. This lipstick's a little bit too pale now that I'm tanned. Like this used to be the perfect shade for me, but now I'm getting more naturally tanned from like the sun. Obviously I'm getting naturally tanned from the sun. What else am I getting naturally tanned from? I feel like this is a little bit too light. I need to like mix it with like a darker lipstick. Anyway, that's a problem for me to sort out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you at some point soon in another one. Bye!